Despite a $3 billion dip in funds for recurrent expenses, the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation has received the lion's share of the 2020-2021 budget to carry out well-needed capital projects. Find out which key areas will be prioritized in the upcoming financial year. From April 1, 2020 to March 31, 2021, the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation is spending $11.46 billion on its operational expenses and executing its programs. Though the ministry received $3 billion less than it did last year, there have been increases to the budgets of 4 major agencies. The increases indicate the priority areas: environmental protection, infrastructure development, and full utilization of physical resources. On the capital side of the ministry's budget, $22.3 billion will go towards growth-inducing projects. Chief among them is the $12.9 billion build-out of the Southern Coastal Highway Improvement Project.
Getting people connected is a great part of what economic growth is all about. The flow of goods, capital, technology, and people will drive economic growth and create a broader space for development and prosperity for all.
This project is financed from the Consolidated Fund and China Exim Bank. The 2020-2021 program seeks to continue land acquisitions, complete designs, and commence work on the Maypen to Williamsfield leg of the project. Detailed designs for the stretch from Harbourview to Port Antonio will be completed. Land acquisition and road construction works are expected to continue on the Harbourview to Yallahs Bridge and from Yallahs Bridge to the Port Antonio corridor. Infrastructure works will also get underway in Western Jamaica. $3.7 billion has been set aside to build the long-anticipated Montego Bay bypass. It's expected that land acquisition, utility relocation, and road construction works are to commence in the year. Still in Montego Bay, the $881 million closed Harbour Beach Park, which started in 2019, should be completed.
The government has a deliberate policy of securing public spaces for the citizens. And in this case, we have used the Tourism Enhancement Fund, in addition to some public resources as well, government resources, to fund this particular park.
The Montego Bay Waterfront Protection Project, worth $489 million, will also get underway in the year. Rural road rehabilitation will get a $400 million boost, while the Broadgate to Agualta Vale Main Road in St. Mary will receive $67 million. Ongoing works under the Major Infrastructure Development Program will be closed out at a cost of $350 million. So too will the construction and maintenance of water supply systems in communities and schools across rural parishes, to include Manchester, St. James, Portland, St. Elizabeth, and Clarendon.
It is our intention to place greater focus on pollution control in the financial year.
And with that in mind, a $49 million plastic minimization project will get underway. This is aimed at complementing the ongoing ban on certain categories of plastics. The second phase of government's pilot program for climate resilience will get underway in the upcoming year. $346.4 million will be used to, among other things, implement adaptation measures in the Upper Rio Minho watershed, conduct training seminars, and complete a national spatial plan. Work will continue on the Yallahs Hope River watershed management, which will see to the training of 120 farmers, reforestation of 50 hectares of land, and the execution of assessments within the area. The Negril Morass and its protected area will get $144.6 million in funding to conduct assessment and surveys to ensure the protection of the area.
The vision would enable a part of Negril to compete with other jurisdictions in the area, other destinations in the area, in the region, while better managing the national resources of the area.
Government will also be getting international support for its climate change adaptation and mitigation program. The Green Climate Fund, GCF, has pumped $140 million into the island's readiness initiative. The Ministry of Economic Growth will be focusing its efforts on improving the island's business climate during the 2020-2021 financial year. $830 million has been set aside to continue the ministry's credit enhancement program. During the year, 86 bank guarantees are expected to be issued to small and medium-sized enterprises. Another $540 million will go towards giving more MSMEs access to funding. An SME fund is to be created and an interactive technology platform established. The Development Bank's Boosting Innovation, Growth and Entrepreneurship Ecosystems Megjc program has been funded to the tune of $485.8 million. With support from the Inter-American Development Bank, the program will increase the number of MSMEs accessing financing, capacity training, and support.
It is going to support the development of businesses at the very base of the economy, at the roots of the economy.